So earlier today, my kids come up and ask me for a $1 bill. And naturally, I asked them, what do you need that for? Well, they told me that they were watching National Treasure, and in that particular movie, there's a clue on the back of a $1 bill. They also informed me that they wish they could be on a national treasure hunt, but they need to go to Europe to do it, apparently. Well, I told them that wasn't going to happen anytime soon. Treasure hunts are intriguing things. They can have all kinds of twists and turns to them. When things get tough, sometimes people go on a hunt. They go to search for treasures, important things. They go to search for reasons why. They go to search for answers. And sometimes they even go to search for God. Well, the Bible actually talks about a treasure hunt. Um, Jesus talks about it in Matthew chapter 13. Listen to what he has to say. Jesus says this: "The kingdom of heaven is like treasure hidden in a field, which a man found and covered up. Then in his joy, he goes and sells all that he has and buys that field." Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant in search of fine pearls, who on finding one pearl of great value, went and sold all that he had and bought it. Jesus talks about a treasure hunt. But the funny thing is that it's not a hunt where people in this world are going to search to find a treasure, God. Instead, it's actually God, the one who is on the search. And he comes into this world by sending his son, Jesus, who finds his treasure. And he gives up all that he has to keep it. And you are that treasure. In Deuteronomy chapter 7, we hear this: "The Lord your God has chosen you to be a people for his treasured possession, because the Lord loves you." It's important sometimes for us to be reminded of that. Sometimes we need to hear that from God's voice. Maybe you need to hear that today. But here's the question that I have to ask for you. Who needs to hear from you today? At our church, we have a great group of people who are a range of ages and hold a variety of jobs, but a few things that they have in common is that they are people who are really wise. They're godly, and they have a true concern for other people. And for about the last year or so, they've been trying to contact people in our church just to keep in touch with them, just to ask how they're doing. And it can sometimes be difficult, as you well know, to track people down because of our busy schedules and all the things that we have on our calendar. Well, now is a time when people aren't so busy. They tend to be at home now, which means that there's somebody who needs to hear from you today, who likely you'll be able to get a hold of. Maybe it's someone who just needs to know somebody is thinking about them. Maybe it's somebody that you've grown distant with over the last several years. I'm not sure. But who is it today that needs to hear from you? Reach out to them today, as Jesus has reached out to you. Jesus actually left a clue of his treasure hunt. It wasn't anything on the back of a dollar bill, but instead it was a sign that he gave up all that he had. And the symbol of his search is a cross. He searched for you, and he found you his treasured possession. Who needs to hear from you? Who are you going to search out today to let them know that they're treasured?